Weather data on the website can be viewed in several formats. You can view most of the data described in this tutorial without an AgWeatherNet account. However, some data is only visible to users with a login and password. Creating an account is free and allows us to better service the users of AgWeatherNet. To view the weather data, find and click on the appropriate tab on the main menu. You can select your station from the drop-down menu at the top left corner of the page, or click Use Map to locate a station of your choice. If you no longer wish to have that station in your selection, you can click on the Remove Station tab at the top right corner of the table. You can specify which dataset you would like to view by clicking on one of the available quick dates, or by putting in your preferred start and end date at the top of the page. To choose which columns you would like to see on the page, you can click on Column Visibility and remove or select variables from the drop-down menu. You can also print the data you have selected, or view a comma visibility download, which allows users to download the data for their own processing. You can view 15-minute, hourly, daily, monthly, and yearly data. 15-minute and hourly data shows data for your selected time frame by 15-minute or hourly sets. Daily includes a summary table for selected dates, as well as a table that shows extremes and averages for the dates you have selected. Monthly data shows averages by month, as well as the lowest and highest temperature for each month in the first table. The bottom table shows monthly averages for the entire duration of the station's life. This period is specified in the last column at the top of the table. Next, we have the yearly data, which shows summaries for the years you select, extremes, and again yearly averages for the entire duration of the weather station's life. The Frost Dates tab shows frost history for all weather stations, including the last and first frost dates of every year the station has been collecting data. The table also shows total count of frost-free days, as well as an average frost date for all years. Frost is considered to be below 32 degrees Fahrenheit. The next item under weather data is inversion. This is a project sponsored by the Grape Commission to help growers determine where and when to use wind machines to raise temperatures in order to provide protection for the growing grapes. Sensors are mounted onto the weather towers at 3, 5, 15, 30, and 60 feet. Currently, only 7 of our stations have these sensors. You can view these stations by finding them in the Select Station menu at the top left corner above the table. The graphs under Compare Stations show the 4 stations closest in distance to the station you select and show how much the temperatures differ. This tool highlights how much variability in weather can occur between stations that are relatively close to each other on a map. You can right-click on these graphs and save them in the file format of your choice. The Climate Summary tab allows you to view a summary of all of the stations based on the data they have collected since their installation date. The second table on this page shows various trivia information about the station you selected, such as the longest wet and dry periods, and number of days at high and low temperatures. The WRF tab stands for Weather Research Forecasting Model. This model uses our observed weather data as input into the forecast model. It runs each evening and produces an 80-hour result. It is created by taking global data from GFS and plugging into AgWeatherNet's data into the model in order to create a better resolution and show microclimate. The last tab under weather data on the main menu is Forecast versus Observed, which shows graphs with weather predictions from outside sources and compares those predictions to the actual weather observed at AgWeatherNet stations. The graphs page shows all the same information as the weather data, but the data is displayed in graphs rather than tables. You cannot download the data from the graphs page, however, you can save the images in your preferred format by right-clicking on any of the graphs displayed. Thanks for watching, and don't hesitate to contact us if you have any further questions.